Hi, Kiki. Hi, Thomas. Sophia Soda with the Nerds of Color. Pleasure to be speaking with you both today. Thank you so much for your time.
Hi,
Hi.
Sophia.
So nice to see both of you and amazing work on the movie. Kiki, I would love to start with you because along with starring in the film, you're also an executive producer and also joined in on the songwriting process, which I love to hear. Can you tell me about the importance of having that sort of input and roles when it came to your character and her voice?
I mean, it was extremely important just to be able to have more real and meaningful conversations and to have a bit more of a leg to stand on with being an EP as well. But I think even if I wasn't an EP in terms of like conversations around the music, I think that still would have happened and they still would have been, as receptive to it as, Nicole and the Desners were of just like they wanted that music to really feel like it was coming out of Dandelion and being able to have those conversations of like, well, it might sound a little different now that Dandelion is being played by a Black actress, and just having them being that receptive to that and going on that journey of discovery with me of like what these songs that the Desners wrote, how little changes can make it feel a bit more real coming out of this instrument. So I was grateful to be able to have those conversations and have them be so well received.
And then, Thomas, when it comes to your character, where did you sort of look or find inspiration? And is there anything maybe unexpected that you were able to apply from your own past experiences?
I mean, when I read the script, I immediately I found a lot of commonality with Casey and myself and certain insecurities and things, and I don't know, I just connected with him quite instantly. I guess I think I just surprised myself with the freedom that I was given from Nicole to really just keep going deeper and deeper and keep going. And I guess that was quite surprising for myself to keep unraveling more layers, I guess.
Yeah.
Um, and that was hard. It was tough, but it was a beautiful thing as well.
Yeah. And can you both talk to me about the relationship between Dandelion and Casey? What did you enjoy most about their dynamic, and what do you think music represents in their relationship and romance?
I think I enjoyed just what they represented in terms of the artist's journey. And that was, what Thomas and I talked about a lot is like the connection that both of us had to so many of the things that these characters were wrestling with. And I think part of that is where, our connection like between us came from, and being able to be vulnerable enough to like share like, yeah, I've also thought about these things. And yeah, I've also kind of had these difficult experiences as an artist. And I think seeing that Dandelion and Casey could be that open with each other. And I don't know, I think the film through the both of them really speaks to certain things that artists go through that you don't really see in a lot of films. And so I love their relationship for that reason. I think it really highlighted some of the darker truths and things that we as artists wrestle with, and that they could find each other, but even they found each other, but even that couldn't, work out. Um, yeah, that's what their relationship means to me.
I just have to agree with every word you just said.
Yeah, you spoke it beautifully, Kiki. It was
Yeah.
amazing. And I love the idea of getting to see a song being crafted over time, like that process. I'm curious, what is one show or film that you would have liked to see the full behind the scenes process of making from start to finish?
There's this film called Celine. I don't know if you've seen it, but Selena.
I knew you were gonna say. You were gonna say that. Oh my God.
I'd love to
Um,
see La La Land. I'd love to see them the behind the scenes and that whole process.
what just popped? What just popped in my head? Kill Bill. I
Interesting.
would
I like
love
that
to
choice.
see, I don't know, like all of the action sequences and stuff. And yeah, that is what popped in my head. I guess because someone asked me about the old guard and I worked with Uma, so I think that's why that. But yeah, I would love to see what the hell all
Who's going on
happened
there?
to create Kill Bill.
Love it. A plus answers, guys. A plus answers. What is one time in your life or career when you were kind of led off your path of what you thought, you wanted out of life or what you were going to do career-wise? And what did it teach you?
Hmm. I can't say that I was led off a path because just believe everything happens for a reason. And I mean, I'm
Mm.
sure a lot of us feel like COVID was just such a profound, life world changing thing. And like for me, two of my biggest films came out during COVID, The Old Guard one and Coming to America. And I think it took me a while to, and even still sometimes it comes up as a sore spot of like, would things have looked a little differently had I been able to have real promotion, and like these were such global films. I'm like, we could have been traveling and like really connecting with people and like being released in theaters. I think that's definitely a moment for me, career-wise and everything that it, it didn't go as planned, like when I was, thinking about it, but at the same time, like everything happens for a reason. Like COVID happened and I met my partner because of it. So, kind of like learning to think about things in life like that, like maybe whatever path you thought you were going to be on had to get shaken up to put you on a path that could lead you to something else that could also bless your life. And, it'll all work itself out.
I don't think there is really, I don't really have a path. I just, yeah, it's just, yeah, I don't have a path. It's just going where the wind takes me, and some things will feel right, some things will feel wrong. Some things will feel wrong and I'll still do it. Some things will feel right, but I won't do it out of all, so I don't set myself. My mum asked me yesterday in the car, she was like, where do you see yourself in 5 years? And I said, I don't like see myself anywhere in 5 years. I just want to be as close to who I really am as possible in 5 years. And so then wherever I am in that space is going to be where I'm supposed to be.
Love that. And lastly, how did your experience making this film lead to a deeper appreciation of your own artistic journeys?
I think for me, I kind of I've spent so much of my life like hiding my singing voice. And so to finally be sharing that, I really had to come to a place of like, yeah, this is my singing voice. It's not the Whitney Houstons and Aretha Franklins, but it's damn good and I really like it. Like, and I think that kind of having that energy, which I needed to even be able to do this film, I think has translated into me just feeling more confident just in, I don't know, in this instrument. Like, this is the way my voice sounds. This is the way that I look. This is how tall I am. This is the, tone of my skin. Like, and just really feeling a lot more comfortable with that and just knowing like there is space for this. Like, none of this is an accident. And if I was called to do this thing, then the universe has created opportunities that are in alignment with me living in the truth of this. Because I can't change it. And that's what is there to change.
Yeah. A lesson everyone needs to learn, honestly.
Definitely.
Thomas, what about you? Anything to add?
I guess it showed me that I was a lot stronger than I thought I was.
Thank you both so much for your time. I really appreciate it. And congrats on the movie.
Thank you, Sophia.
Have
Lovely
a
talking
great
to
rest
you,
of your
pal.
day.
For Spider-Man, they didn't mind. The activists, directors, comments and the lectures, fanboys, professional artists and professors. Maybe a nerd who's just like you, talking about the things that you like too. So I invite you to the NOC. In full color, you see me. The hard knock life, comics, movies, and TV. Yeah, pop culture with a different perspective. Watch it on your screen, hit play, so check this.